Hey, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and hi, I'm Josh. I am deep in recovery and on a daily basis, vigilantly battling the diseases of addiction and mental health. Today we're playing some catch up on the daily readings, so we're going to jump into Keep It Simple, and today is August 28th. So this is Keep It Simple, August 28th. The saints are the sinners who kept on going. Robert Louis Stevenson. The saints are what our program call the winners. We're told to stick with the winners. Saints are just proven winners. They keep on believing in their higher power even when things get hard. There will be times when we'll want to give up. We may want to stop going to meetings. We may want to get high. We may want to stop working the steps. To be winners in this program, we need to follow the example of the saints. This means we live a spiritual life. We need to keep on going one day at a time. Prayer for the day. I pray that I'll be a winner in this program. Higher power, be with me in the easy times and the hard times. Help me keep going. Action for the day. I'll list people who are winners in this program. I'll ask one of them how he or she keeps going in tough times. Okay, so that's an interesting one, right? So because page 58, how it works, whenever we start a meeting in AA, we get to the portion of, we are not saints. The point is, well, normally after I hear someone say, especially if I know them, when I hear them say, we are not saints, then I'll go, so what's the point? But I only do that to like my really close friends, because if you haven't been to a meeting and you've been asked to read how it works and you don't know me, then you might think that I'm just giving you a hard time, or I might turn you off from coming to meetings. Whereas the people who I've been going to meetings with for years now, like, they know that like I'm saying it because, it's also important to enjoy life and bring some levity. It doesn't always have to be like heavy in our recovery. It can be happiness, it can be joy, it can be fun, it can be laughter, it can be friendship, it can be fellowship, it can be so many beautiful, wonderful things. So that's why sometimes I'll interject, we are not saints, and then I'll be like, so what's the point? And the point is progress, not perfection. So while I do agree with some aspects of that, like the whole idea of stick with the winners, you'll see those people. It's not just that they talk the talk, but they walk the walk. And the real winners that I've noticed, they don't even talk the talk. Like, you'll hear them share occasionally, and when they share, they are just boom, they're just dropping knowledge. Like, it's like, wow, okay, I am learning some stuff right now. And I love when certain people share, because I know as soon as they start sharing, they're gonna rock the room. In a good way, obviously. Like, they're gonna share their experience, strength, and hope, but they're gonna share it in their own way, from their version, using I statements, but stuff that I can totally relate to and compare in, and resonates with me and helps me with my program. So for me, sticking with the winners are the people who I can talk to every day, who I can text every day, who I can call every day. That's to me what's the most important. So, for me, within the fellowship, sticking with the winners has been important. I don't know if I am in that category. That's for other people to discern, but I do know that I spend my time around people who have time. That's what I do. I also help out newcomers, and I love bringing them to meetings, bringing them into meetings, going to newcomer meetings to remind myself of the place that I never want to go back to. Going to a newcomer meeting when you have time is always a good refresher. When you start hearing the stories and the different things that get said, it's a reminder of, dang, I used to say that too, or dang, I used to make that justification, or dang, I used to make that rationalization. Because in active addiction, I was very good at mental gymnastics and figuring out ways of why it was okay for me to have X, Y, and Z in front of me, or why it was okay to get off my medications, or why it was okay to do all these different things. But That's kind of like the strength that I've gained in these fellowships, in these programs, and working with my doctors, my therapist, my psychiatrist, and my general practitioner, is ensuring that, I'm doing the next right thing, that when my feet hit the floor, that I'm fighting for my 24 hours, both for my, protecting my sobriety and my recovery against my diseases of addiction, but also in order to make sure that I'm maintaining proper mental and physical health. Those are both key in order to make sure that, both are taking care of each other, because one hand washes the other. If I'm taking care of myself physically and mentally, then that makes it that much easier for me to take care and manage my addictions as well. And then if I'm doing the stuff to manage my addictions and going to meetings and doing the steps and talking to my sponsor, my grant sponsor, and going to the pre-meeting and the meeting and the post-meeting, going to fellowship and doing things of that nature, that makes it easier for me to maintain a healthy, less anxious, less depressed, less negative self-talk, proper and healthy physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental health program. And so that's like my hope for you. So it is progress, not perfection. No, we are not saints. And I would definitely say, as you look around the rooms, as you hear people share, and you may not even be in the rooms because everybody's road to recovery is different, but find the people who, I guess, kind of have that glow to them, that aura, that energy, that like they have that intentional willingness to work their program. Gravitate towards those people, and you'll start seeing, or at least I started seeing, how I was changing, healing, growing, evolving, and becoming a better version of myself and a healthier version of myself, and being able to appreciate and be grateful for the simple things in my life, which made my life, it just opened up my life so much more in terms of being able to, enjoy a cool breeze on a hot summer day, to see the colors of the leaves change, to smell the crisp air and see the dew on the grass in the fall, to smell the salt air as it's coming off the ocean, to go fishing with my father, to read books and watch movies with my mother, to watching, it is football season and there are UFC fights tomorrow, doing all that stuff with my boys, and my alma mater is playing UFC tomorrow, so, go Cards, or go Cardinal. I don't know why we're named after a color, but whatever. Anyway, that's where I did my undergrad and grad and was a lecturer, and then continue to do grad school, but even though I'm here in DC, COVID figured out a way to make remote and distance learning work. So that's what I would say to all of you. It's just that I hope that you realize that it's progress, not perfection, that you don't have to be a saint to be successful in these programs, or be successful at maintaining your sobriety and maintaining your recovery, or maintaining proper health, both physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You just gotta put one foot in front of the other and do the next right thing, or at least that's what I have to do. Sorry, I statements, that's what I have to do. And that's what I hope for you. So if you like our YouTube channel, please subscribe, watch our videos, like them if you like the videos, and please use the comment section. I would really love for the accountability group to really become a community and accountable, and people sharing their experience, strength, and hope. Newcomers sharing, what they're going through, what they're thinking and feeling, any post-acute withdrawal symptoms they're having. Has this ever happened to you is a big one. And then the people with time underneath their belt, being able to be like, yeah, this has happened to me, and this is how I've dealt with it, and then laying out their experience, strength, and hope, their knowledge and wisdom, their blueprint, and their instruction manual for not only, managing their recovery, but also navigating life, because that's what the 12 steps are for me, for both AA and NA. They're a blueprint on how I should live my everyday life to be the best version of myself. So that's what I try and do. I try and be a better version of myself today than I was yesterday, while setting myself up today to be a better version tomorrow than I am today. So you can reach out to me at theaccountability.group. You can reach out to me here at YouTube. You can reach out to me at Twitter, at Tag Building Hope. That's at Tag Building Hope. Or you can reach out to me on Instagram at Tag Recovery. That's at Tag Recovery. So, I would love for people to use the comments on all these platforms, but I also realize that a lot of people feel more comfortable talking to me one-on-one, and I'm a vault, and as many can attest, I've not shared any of their stories or secrets because it's not my place to tell your truth. But 95% of the time, I'm just lending an ear and a shoulder to cry on and listen. And then if people want my advice or what I would do, then I just use I statements and what has worked for me, and they can take what resonates with them and they can leave the rest. And that's kind of what I hope, is that we continue to stay active and engaged and help each other stay accountable and stay within the guardrails of recovery and mental health and everything in between, and that we're able to help one another stay sober, to help one another stay mentally and physically and spiritually and emotionally healthy. So all of those things are important for me, that I hope that you are able to achieve, whether it's using the accountability group and Tag's eventual app, or it's just continuing to do what you're doing, going to meetings, talking to the members of your fellowship, sharing in meetings, listening in meetings, comparing in, sticking with the winners, understanding that we're not saints, that it's progress, not perfection, and finding a way to gravitate towards the people that keep themselves in the center of the fellowship, that walk the walk. They don't necessarily need to just be talking every single meeting, and in my case, I call it like peacocking or puffery, trying to tell these grand, lavish, elaborate stories that I know are pure BS, excuse my language. But yeah, that's my hope for you. So again, feel free to reach out to me at theaccountability.group, the Accountability Group fan page, business page on Facebook, on Twitter at Tag Building Hope, and on Instagram, Tag Recovery, at Tag Recovery, and you can reach me here. So with that, I hope that you stay safe, stay strong, and stay sober. My name's Josh. I'm the founder of the Accountability Group, and hi, I'm Josh, in recovery, battling the diseases of addiction and mental health on a daily basis, with an intentional willingness to protect my sobriety and mental health, my proper mental health. So thanks for letting me share.